Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Marvel Legends Series X-Men 97 Morph. Let's get into it! Let's begin with a look at the packaging. And up here we've got Marvel Studios X-Men 97 logo. Nice picture or drawing illustration of the animated core version of the team. Then over here we have a nice illustration of Morph done in the animation style. Marvel's Morph 4 and up. Warning, don't stick things in your pie hole if they don't belong there. Nice blister on the card showcasing the figure and his accessories. On this side we've got Hasbro print and the assortment number if you need that kind of thing. There it is. Then on the back, Marvel Legends Series and that X circle logo. Lightning bolt over here. Lightning bolt around the cross sails. And the cross sail is Logan, Jubilee, Morph this figure, Emma Frost, Sunspot, and Cable. Also available. Each sold separately, subject to availability. And then over here we've got a nice, what I'm guessing is a digital render of the figure. Another lightning bolt line. Marvel's Morph. Attention, especially don't stick things in your French pie hole. Warning, attention Octoon. Don't stick things in any other language pie hole that do not belong there. Don't give it to babies. Recycle it if you can. Small fine legalese made in China print. Symbols I'm not going to learn. A barcode, Hasbro print, Marvel print, small fine legalese print, and that. Another symbol I'm not going to learn. And that, my friends, completes our look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and the accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers to take a look at the accessories. And he comes with a pair of fists. Nice molded details molded in this yellow plastic. At least that's what I'm guessing. And in and out hinges. And like I said, there's a set of those. Left and a right. And again, nice molded details. In and out hinge. And I'm not sure if we've seen this particular fist before or not. Next up we come to probably my favorite piece in this set is the Gyric head. And you know, I can see them reusing this to make a Peter Henry Gyric figure. But it does have some nice paint apps, well not paint apps, printing on it. The hair looks to be a separate piece. Glasses look to be molded on, and they kind of have a speckledy deco to them. It's got some color to the eyebrows, the lips, the glasses. So, pretty cool piece, I think. Then we have the other alternate head, which harkens back to Morph's original look. It's not exactly Morph's original look from X-Men the animated series. It's a little thinner, a little more effeminate than his original look, but nice that they give us, you know, an alternative to the kind of blank head here. And let's take a look at that. You know, I think they did a good job on the mold. It looks like the character from The animation, they did good with the inkjet printing. And then I want to say this is pretty much a new mold. The legs might be reused. The arms possibly, but at least the torso and the head here. I think all three of the heads on this figure were new molds. The jacket's an overlay. I want to say it's new as well. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. But we have a nice, nice sculpted details, in the jacket. And then this is sculpted in, and then it's painted. Same thing with the belt. And I want to say it's an overlay glued into place, but that could not be the case. And then the leg straps there are, it's a separate piece, but where they go is sculpted in, so they stay in place. Similar to the 97 Cyclops figure, and I like that, and I hope they continue to do that. So overall, it's a yellow and blue X-Men costume. He's wearing a jacket. He has the look of the character from as he appeared in the X-Men 97 show. And let's take a look at his articulation. Ooh, this piece of the neck is a separate piece too. But it's ball and hinge. He can look up that high, look down that low. There's chicken neck. There's some waggle. Got the full exorcist going on. At the shoulder, 360 degree rotation. Is there a butterfly? No butterfly. He can raise his arm up that high, just slightly past 90. It's a cut at the upper bicep, 360 degrees of rotation there. Double hinged pinless elbow gives you that much bend, so really, really good. At the wrist, 360 degrees of rotation on in and out hinge, and you can see these are kind of talky hands, I guess, or anyway, they're flat hands. And then, same on the other wrist, in and out hinge, 360 degrees of rotation. It's got more of a standard ab hinge here in the torso, and that allows the figure to lean back that far approximately, crunch forward that far, and no hula. Let's see, at the bottom of the belt, there is a waist cut, 360 degrees worth of it. At the hips, there's that much of the splits. Character can kick forward that high, not quite 90 degrees, and then back that far, which is maybe step and a half, 2 steps, length of his own foot. At the top of this strap here, there is a thigh cut in the mid thigh, 360 degrees worth of rotation there. Let's get that back straight. At the knee, it's a double hinged pinless knee, gives you that much bend. Then at the top of the boot or the mid upper shin, there's a boot cut, 360 degrees worth of rotation there. And then at the ankle, tilts down that far. It tilts up that far. And there's a pin for rocker. And there you have it, my friends. There's a look at the figure and the accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Marvel Legends Series X-Men 97 Morph with the Marvel Legends Series X-Men 97 Wolverine, the Marvel Legends Series X-Men 97 Jean Grey, and the Marvel Legends Series X-Men 97 Cyclops. For our last set of comparisons, here we have the Marvel Legends Series X-Men 97 Morph, with from the Marvel Legends series making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee from G.I. Joe Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander from Star Wars The Black series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper, And for a 7-inch scale comparison from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final ramblings on the Marvel Legends series X-Men 97 Morph, I'll have to say the 97 version of this character is not my preferred version. As far as the figure itself goes, I think they did a really good job of putting in plastic form what appeared in the the X-Men 97 series. And again, the changes they made to that character, you know, I don't think they ring true with what was done in X-Men the animated series, which this is supposed to be a continuation of. But you know, I'm not a showrunner. They decided there were specific things they wanted to say, and you know, it kind of got put on to this character, and they made changes to it, and I suppose it is what it is. But again, this is not my preferred version of the character. I like more what they did with, you know, back in the animated series. You know, there weren't all these political things thrown on it, but you know, Morph has outlived what I thought he would ever do. I always thought of Morph when the original show came out as he was the throwaway character. He was the catalyst. You know, his apparent death at the beginning of the show was a catalyst for certain things to happen. And then, you know, it wasn't until later on they decided to bring him back as Dark Morph. And then after that, back where he was trying to, you know, be good again. And I guess that's what happened in between shows. And maybe he discovered some other things about himself. But again, you know, this is just not my preferred version of it. But that doesn't disparage the figure any. I think they did a really good job, again, on making in plastic form what appeared on the show. I do like the fact that you get a choice between, you know, his more human looking head or the kind of blank head that comes on the figure, the one that he's wearing right now. And of course the Gyrick head, you know, that's kind of been a long time coming. I'd like to see them adapt it for, you know, the regular Marvel Legends line and give us like a comic version of Gyrick. So that would be cool. In my opinion, your mileage of course may vary. Everything I've said about this figure is my opinion, and again, your mileage may vary, and if you do, that's okay. And if you don't like what I have to say, that's okay too, because it's my opinion, and you're not going to change my opinion any more than I'm going to argue with you about it and to try to change your opinion, because it won't happen. So there's that, and out of the way. And so it is what it is. Again, the figure is a nice plastic form of what's in the show. And there's nothing wrong with, you know, the figure articulates well. It has nice range of motion, and it fills that morph gap in my X-Men 97 line. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I am now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.